Hello, are you in there? We're going to assume that we're recording right now. Welcome back to Mud Lake Ranch. Today we're here with the double blind from TideWe. This blind is absolutely ginormous. Let's get into it. This modular hunting blind by TideWe allows you to have two individual hunting blinds, or if you bring in the entire family, you can zip them together and create one individual gigantic blind. And you have a hunting blind that will hold 4 to 6 people. And if they're smaller people, maybe even 8. And those two side panels that we removed to combine the two blinds into one ginormous blind can be zipped together to form a ground blind. It has two sides, missing the roof, missing the back, but it's a very effective hunting structure to sit behind, especially for turkey season or deer season, giving you another concealment option that allows you to hunt in multiple places and get more value out of your TideWe blind. Now let's go check out this double blind behind me. So these blinds are all made of TideWe's revolutionary see-through hunting blind system. So from the outside looking in, you can't see anything except for the structure and the camo pattern itself. From the inside, you can look out through the mesh fabric to allow you to see everything, any direction. So if you have 6 people in there and you're in the middle of a field, you can be looking in all directions for your incoming game. And let's get inside this blind. We'll go over some of the important details of this TideWe blind. Before we get too far into the video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Your comments, your interactions are appreciated and they help grow this channel. So thank you for coming along for this ride. And if you want to purchase the TideWe blind that you're seeing here, click either the link in the description or the pinned comment. And if you're watching this on YouTube and not another platform, there may be product links in the video itself. So let's get inside this blind and get a little closer up look of the outside and the inside and what else makes this thing unique. I'm going to start off from the exterior, and if you're interested in how to take down this blind or how to assemble this blind, we'll do that at the end of the video so we don't burn up your valuable time. I'm going to cover the awesome highlights of the blind, and then we'll go inside and then we'll show you assembly and disassembly of this hub style blind from TideWe. As you can see, even up close, you cannot see through this blind. For me, this door, which is this brown line here, this door, there's 2 on this blind because there's 2 separate blinds attached together. This blind here, this door is a little bit small considering you're going to have you're probably going to have your kids in there. You might have elderly in there. You might want to use this for a disability style hunt. In that case, you'd have to unzip the 2 shells to allow a wheelchair to enter. And you can unzip those right at the hinge point where the 2 blinds are zipped together. They do make other blinds that are more, they're specifically designed for that type of use. But this one does have smaller doors, and that's really the smaller doors, and it's a little shorter than I would have liked. I'll give you an example once we get inside, but it does come with outstanding handles here to deploy the blind. You pull on those handles to help get you a grip to pull out each of the hubs. So we'll get, zippers are fairly quiet. We're almost ready to get inside this blind. But very cool structure. And now we're gonna go see, you can see right through that thing. So this wall is your black wall, so it is your back wall. And so the 2 blinds will have a back wall, but you do have a window. So this would be the wall you'd place against your back to the sun, or this is where you put your back to the direction you don't think the game are coming from, and it gives you a solid background. But oh my lord, check this out. I'm gonna set this tripod up. So all right, first thing we're going to talk about is height. I am 5'7" according to my driver's license. I'm probably more like 5'6.5". I can stand in here, but not as comfortably as some of the other TideWe blinds that are larger. What this one lacks in height, it makes up for in space. So you literally can set lawn chair here, lawn chair here. So you're thinking like 1, 2, you could probably comfortably fit 4 lawn chairs across, and you could actually turn them and face them the opposite way. You're probably going to want to do less, 4 to 6, but I think I could fit probably up to 8 hunting chairs. That wouldn't be very comfortable, but I'm thinking 3 hunting chairs and then 3 bog style death grip gun mounts would be outstanding. This is a very comfortable size for 2 to 3 full size, 4 if you're pushing it. But if you're bringing kids, this is a perfect blind. Now let's check out the outside. Let's pretend we're hunting. All right, so in the blind, you can see through. Focus is going to mess with this a little bit because the camera's in cinematic mode and it's trying to be all creative and focus on things like the mesh itself. But you can see completely through this mesh. It is awesome. And then it has very silent window slides. And if you're familiar with TideWe's window slides, it is a fan favorite because you can open these windows with virtually no noise. And it blocks the wind. Holy cow, because when I opened that, I could actually feel the wind enter the blind that wasn't coming in here before. But you can open the windows, or you can leave them shut and just stick your gun barrel out of them. But excellent concealment and super quiet design. So mesh, see-through hunting blind. It does have a little hook here to hook your window up. We're gonna leave that undone until we pack up, but let's get outside. Very spacious blind. Love this thing. A very easy process to set these blinds up. So if you're intimidated by them, haven't used one, kind of curious, or you got one and you haven't taken it out yet, it's good to practice and know how to do this before you try doing it in the dark. Take my word for it, I've done it. Your hunting blind, your hub style hunting blind will come in a bag similar to this one from TideWe. This one has 2 backpack straps. If you're shopping for blinds, I recommend getting a blind with 2 backpack straps. It makes it less awkward to carry. One tends to slip off and you're typically walking on uneven terrain to a spot that's wooded and slippery and muddy. You want to make sure you got that thing secure. 2 backpack straps is the way to go. So once it's out of the bag, you're going to uncinch the strap that's around it. It's usually just a 2-clip thing. Very simple. For these hub style blinds, you're going to evenly disperse the blind out onto the ground. And once you've done so, find the top of the blind. They're going to deploy the top first by simply pulling on the provided hoop. So once that's deployed, then you can begin doing the other panels around the sides. And this one has 4. So first of all, I like to use my foot to block the bar so it doesn't slide away from me, and then they pop out really easily. If you don't, you're going to be dragging the thing in circles like a dog chasing its tail. So again, I block with my foot, grab the strap to deploy this blind, and we're almost done. Block it with your foot again. One more side and we're good. And these things are light. I can illustrate here. Very light, easy to maneuver. Voila, we're done. That's how you set up your TideWe hunting blind. Now you're going to want to set this thing with the door facing the area that you're going to approach from and where you plan to leave from. So most hunting situations, I prefer to enter and leave from an area that's not as visible. If I'm hunting a field edge, I wouldn't want to get out of the blind and walk right out into the deer that are standing there. I typically like to have a path that exits behind me where I can sneak to the blind so I don't have to walk through a wide open field. But anyway, That's one thing to consider. Then make sure that you use the provided tie downs and ground stakes. There are ground stake hoops on each of the corners, and you can use the hubs for tie downs, and there's lots of hooks, or there's lots of slots on the blinds themselves for brushing in. So if you want to add branches or natural cover like corn stalks, you can do that here. Just be careful not to have any corn on the corn stalks. You might get in trouble for baiting. Once you've secured your blind, you are ready to hunt. You do not have to brush them in, but a lot of people really enjoy dressing their blind up a little to make it blend in more. But TideWe does have a superior camouflage, and you don't want to be blocking your view out of these see-through blinds. So you got a see-through blind and you go put a bunch of brush on the outside, you can't see out anymore. All right, to take down your TideWe hunting blind, this applies to all or most TideWe style hunting blinds. Make sure your windows are all closed, that your door is unzipped, all of your tie downs and ground stakes are in your bag and not attached to the blind in any way. You will knock each of your hubs in. Doesn't matter which one you start with, but you should end with your top. And fold all of your components neatly up to the middle. And you'll use the provided cinch to wrap everything up. You'll find this easier to cinch if you wrap the material around the blind. And when you're done, roll them up tight. Use the cinching strap to secure your blind. Reinsert it into the backpack bag, and you are on your way. Thank you for watching this video on the TideWe gigantic double blind, or two blinds, or ground blind and two blinds. The gigantic 4 to 6 person blind from TideWe is absolutely fantastic. We love it. Can't wait to get an opportunity to use that. We're less than a month from turkey season. Got spring break coming up, so we had to get ready before then. We're gone, and we won't get an opportunity to use this thing or set this thing up before youth season starts. We actually get home. My kids miss one day of the youth weekend. But anyway, thank you for watching this episode of Mud Lake Ranch. If you found this video useful, helpful, or interesting, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe.